He ain't ready for Lafayette. Now we must get Lafayette, France. Now we really must get Lafayette. We all wait for one thing only, Lafayette. Who is Lafayette? Now that's a great question. Welcome back to the Fire Rises mod in Hearts of Iron 4. As you might have deduced with your incredible detective work, today we are playing Lafayette's France, which is a very special path. By special, I don't mean that they're unique, I mean that they belonged in special eds class. The best way to describe Lafayette, it's like if the Austrian painter was French. Yeah, we're going there. His path doesn't really start until after the Second European War, and Europe needs to lose to a communist Russia in the First European War. Only then does he have a potential to coup the government. So yeah, that's the basic pre-game preset. As I've already played France in a previous game, I'm only going to make a summary of everything before the First European War. When the Second American Civil War fires up, there will be an event chain about him, about an unknown soldier volunteering for the Patriot Front. So I'm gonna read that, of course, because it's important to understand. I think the idea with Lafayette is that he's just a loser. He's a nobody that no one knows. He could be you, he could be me, it could be anyone. That's why he has the mask. I don't think he's a real person. The first half before the war was just me spending time building civilian factories and synthetic refineries. Because there's one important thing we're gonna be building. Planes. I wonder, is this him? It's not the American Civil War yet. Maybe one day I can become a military general and lead my people against the enemies of France. Sounds like him. At night, I've always dreamed of serving and fighting for my nation when it is endangered the most. I also decided to take control of NATO, so eventually when Russia wins, and then when I betray them all, I can look them in the face and say, "It was me, Barry.
I jerked you off at super speed so it'd seem like you nutted at just a woman's touch."
Today I have been honorably discharged from the military so I can pursue a career within the Foreign Legion in America. I've told you all about this in my many visits, so I won't repeat it. But every day, I feel like the world around me collapses. Like a fire, the fire rises, that has been burning for years. This is really good. It's like watching a show and by the end, the villain reveals that they were always there. And on a rewatch, you can just see him in the background. It's like that. This is amazing. Back to what I was talking about. Planes. After a certain incident, I've learned a valuable lesson. Planes are important. So that's why I'm going to be spending the latter half before the First European War just building planes. And tanks, of course. I'll play the First European War. Why not? I want to see the pain my European members will experience. Because of how the Fire Rises works, my main tank, this is going to be my entire army. Just a 36 width tank division. I already have 18 of these. And can't forget about my Air Force too. Oh, and Lafayette is back. Dear Mayor and Papa, today I've arrived in Bordeaux after years of service in America. I am deeply sorry for not writing to you for all these years, but with the gravity of my situation there, I simply did not have enough time. My service on the front lines in America has been eye-opening to say the least, and has enlightened me on the true nature of war. I think he might have gotten the wrong message. War is hell and destroys everything in its wrath. Wait, what? No, he took the right message, what? He hasn't gotten his character development yet. For now, you'd think he'd be wholesome. No. Russia likes to bomb me all the way in France, so I'll put an air force everywhere. And I haven't, of course, touched the navy, because why would I? The British are the only one that has to worry about that. Unless, of course, Lafayette has to naval invade Britain. But they hate the Germans, not the British, surprisingly. I don't need more money. I only get stability from that modifier. So I'll increase my construction speed. And get some more military factories, why not? Let's watch our friends die instead, and then we're going to get some insane character development. Thanks to me buffing Russia in the game rules, I know the outcome already. I don't really know what I want to add. What's a recon detachment? Is that good? And it just costs some... I'll try it, sure, why not? No messing with my country, Russia. Oh, thank you, they're also giving me guns because I have a deficit. There's not that much of a manpower difference, so I assume the game rule gave Russia a bunch of buffs in terms of modifiers. I mean, yeah, I haven't touched the navy. I'll let it be. That's 10 seconds of my valuable time going away. Due to logistical problems in Eastern Europe, our troops have been delayed on numerous occasions. Yeah, what troops on the front lines? Forgive me, General, for questioning your capabilities. But do my eyes deceive me? There's no one there. You're currently jailed inside my capital. Russian, yeah, let's just wait. Russian army storms Vilnius. Why am I losing fuel? Is it too expensive to train all my... What? It reached the... I thought my navy wasn't gonna be used. How the fuck did they naval invade in France? I'm flattered. I'm more important than Germany, Poland, Denmark, Norway, Netherlands, UK. Let's try having a show of my army. That was pretty quick. The climax. Dear Mayor, this is nothing I've experienced before. Not in America. Not in my life. In America, I grew accustomed to victory. Didn't you volunteer in the Patriot Front? Even if I saw my own comrades fall before me, and the crackling of rifles from as far as I could see, in every street corner, every house and every shop. Here, in Ukraine, there's no such thing as victory. There is no glory. There is no life. Everything and anything exists to serve slaughter and dishonor. None of it is surveyed or kept by my German commanding officers, fighting and dying under German supervision against this existential threat to our country. War is hell. I resist my urge to desert, for I know that fighting for my country, for you, for Christoph, and in the spirit of Papa, is my ultimate duty that I must serve. The relationship I have with my new German comrades means nothing. They look down on me as if I'm trash under the German boots. Even then, they are murdered not even an hour after meeting them. I know how evil the Russians are, but I have been forced to kill teenagers. Know that I will be okay, and I will persevere. So what makes him develop such a hatred for Germans and not the Russians? It must be because Germany then beats Russia and becomes the new weekly villain number 2. The letters have been pretty great so far and haven't even begun the path. If only you could hurry up, Russia! I need my dopamine stimulus. I should start deploying my special forces right now. Later on, they might all disappear because of some event. Wars are retaking after devastating street battles. Wait, why does it say Poland is saved again? The AI must have taken it back for 1 second. Yeah, because the next event is NATO is faltering and Russia has won. Remission of the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union has returned, shocking the entire international community. Lafayette. I wouldn't allow this if I were you. I say we coup the government now. Oh yeah, I forgot about Macron. He's the current leader of our nation, but who cares about him? He's irrelevant. I mean, Macron can't really argue back, can he now? As a wise man once said, arguing with a fool only proves that there are two. Modified nuclear reactor plus 1 steel? I have 16 nuclear reactors. That's going to add 16 steel. That's not... that's 1%. I should stop researching that. Maybe I get a better buff later on. Come on, nuclear reactors. Yeah, I get more energy later on. The defeat against Russia deeply affected French nationalists and veterans who felt betrayed by the government's handling of the war. The protests in northern France posed a serious challenge to the government's authority and threatened to escalate into a larger confrontation. You should have fought better. In fact, I should have fought at all. But now we're here. I need to pull up a flowchart because I don't know how to get Lafayette. These paths are a bit complicated. No longer can I sit around, being ordered by my executive officers to stand in a trench on the front lines. No longer can I be a coward on my approach. I will act as a hero. I will act as a warrior for my nation. And I will avenge my brothers who have fallen. I will return home and see through it that France will never fall as it did today. Being subverted by Judo-communists both inside our nation and attacked by the Judo-communists in Russia. The Government of National Defense. We will be known as the French Government of National Defense. And I do get to keep some of my political power. I should have saved more, instead of wasting it on clearing my debt. My debt just gives me stability. And who cares about stability? I'm the most stable man alive. I play HOI4. I'm mentally sane. And we are supposed to crush the communist scum? What? Brazil to Guinea? And the dissolution of NATO. Later when I conquer all of you, you'll know. It was me. This was all planned. And Brazil seizes Guyana, oh not Guinea, what did they say Guinea? An actually insane manpower pool with only volunteer military. Goodbye Spain, and goodbye Portugal. Second march on Rome, we're all just going far right, okay then. Italy, crippled by NATO's catastrophic defeat in the Russian-European War, has become fertile ground for radical resurgence. You know what they say? No, that's Germany. Second time's the charm. Italy doesn't have a focus tree yet. So they defied the natural order and still somehow came out fascist. German president assassinated. So them next then? Welcome back, Germany, I guess. They X. The only thing that matters is that we stand firm. You would have believed that by the second failure, it would have been enough. I get a lot of breakthrough from my mechanized. And a 15% recruitable population factor. But I have infantry and mechanized, so I'll go the left route. In our attempt to save France, we have sacrificed much. Our republic, quashed for the sake of stability. I would point to this, but let's follow the narrative. Our ideological non-partisanship. Political favoritism in the hopes of creating a united front for the sake of peace. It appears to us that perhaps it was all worth it. The streets are empty, the calls for change have receded. After all, only a fool would plunge the nation into a civil war. But you're arguing with me now, so? Repeat the line with me? That makes the two of us. Now we just wait. There's nothing else to do. Crossing the Rubicon. Paris was never the same since the end of the war. The highest echelons of French society were now paralyzed with loss and indecision. What in the world is going on? We are executing our constitutional duties, sir. And then boom, civil war. The die is cast. Do I keep my entire army? No, I just get a bunch of militia. What about all my tanks? Does that mean all of the other factions are gonna have my tanks? That is worrying. How many did I keep? 5. So that means the other parties have 13 main battle tanks. If I don't get a good focus, we are fucked. French generals launch a coup. I had no idea that would reset everything about my nation. I thought I would at least keep some economic laws. It would just reset the political power and GDP. But all my research, everything. I can't even produce main battle tanks. How much did I keep of my air force? I had a pretty big one. Like a third? I shouldn't be too worried about the AI being smart, but I should be worried about them using my tanks that I've constructed for them so handsomely. Okay, Pierce de Ville, do we attack the other factions immediately? Because I think Alsace-Lorraine will be easy to take out, so I'll just send a small little army here. I do keep my factories and my synthetic refineries. How do we have a 0 GDP? It's not like the entire population just disappeared overnight. They're still in this country. And France has no divisions on the border. The brutal struggle that will test the very fabric of the nation. Wait, I thought I declared on... Oh, they're with us. What the hell? Alsace-Lorraine is with us? I could use some friends. It's lonely here. This was barely a war. This was downright pathetic. I can't believe I expected something to happen from this war. Oh, they might have 10 of my tanks. Oh no, yeah. What was I worried about? We clearly do not need the attack buffs. Let's enforce martial law. Looks like I need to take every city from France. Alsace pledges loyalty. Together we are strong. Why thank you? More militias. What happened to my army? Nothing against my fellow compatriots, but I need my professional army back. I'm getting sent volunteers from Germany and Italy. Do we need them? Let's get Brittany. What other cities do they have? Then it's just the French and French Socialist Republic. Now we can finally commence our righteous justice on those who wish to destroy France from the inside out. This is only the start of our righteous crusade against the evils that have plagued our nation for decades. Me not participating at all in the First European War just makes this so hilarious. It's all the fault of the damn communists in our nation. They need to go. Real change can only be signified with actions that the weak would not dare dream. Do you even hear yourself right now? We just lost to the communists. Our foremost task is to solidify our power and ensure the stability of the nation. We demand the return of Corsica and naval fleet. What about Malta? Uh-oh, look who arrived! Greetings to my dearest mayor. I'm sure you've heard the news by now. France has been saved. You were the best mother any man could ask for. You have laid the building blocks, the foundations for which I stand upon. Goodbye for now. Your son. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'll take the political power so we can stabilize faster. I need my main battle tanks back. I don't want to produce this. Oh, oh wait, I can afford it. I have 36 army experience. Let's make a good fighter and only produce that for now. I can only afford one anyways. So, let's just mass produce fighters. Friends fascist groups demand government representation. We're supposed to pick these men cannot be trusted. And in the coming balance of power, we're supposed to go to the right extreme. The Edict of the Vichy. And we begin the balance of power between Gaullists and Pétainists. We're supposed to go to the right extreme here. Here's Operation Charlemagne. That's this French painter's version of Lebensraum. Let's start fixing our economy. When does the balance of power end exactly? Oh, who could that be? Enough of this clown show. It's my turn now. I'll speed run the political focus for you. Let's start working on my stability. There's the man of the hour. Fascist parliamentaries. What incredible national spirits we got. Let's rebuild the franc instead of the euro. I don't want that minus 12% factory output debuff. That's too big. Can someone explain to me how the fuck you ban inflation? This inflation thing. I'm seeing that it's very bad for my economy. Let's just outlaw it. When did we get the Canary Islands? I must have missed this. Oh, that must have been the Navy thing I missed. I skipped the event because it was so small and it seemed unimportant. Like, oh, we got one more destroyer. Is my game bugged? Wait, why is Modern Gentry Light Mechanized outdated? That's the one I just researched. It says here both these equipments are outdated. This is weird. Well, let's not care about that. Apparently we can abandon our debt. That'll make everyone like us. When did we secure the UK too? And the Princedom of Friesland? What is happening? I'm getting stuff I don't even know I have. When did I get this? We got back Guyana. That's nice. Brazil just handed it to us. They were too scared of the French. Ugh, French people. I know the feeling. I'm scared of taking away abandon our debt since it takes away 100 billion from our GDP. But I wanna save it for when I have 100 billion here. We're still losing money every month. We declare on Friesland, Lowland, the Union and Belgium. Oh yeah, let's do that. I should be able to make my main battle tank be back in action now. Oh yeah, in the flowchart down here is where I make myself the leader of France. Gain 1 research lot. Ooh, juicy. I need to complete prepare the nation before I can invade. Enforce the Edict of Paris. Weekly stability 2. Promote French Israelism. What does that even mean? There exists a movement of people who believe our Frankish ancestors are descendants of the tribe of Benjamin. It gives me 2% and 0.1 daily change. And it also attracts crowds in Paris. I've heard enough. 10 trillion to Israel. We're going National Socialist, so that's an interesting thing happening. Wait. Sorry, Mike. I just read through that. We enact all adults serve. Are you joking? Minus 30% factory outputs. I think I'm gonna hold off on this, to be honest. I love painting the map, but that factory output is gonna ruin my nation. You'd have to at least give me 50 military factories for this to be worth it. Yeah, 1, 2... That's not worth it. They claim that the French ancestors, the Merovingian dynasty of the Frankish kingdom, are the direct lineage of 10 lost tribes of Israel. In other words, they believe that the French are the inheritors of the ancient Jewish people. This is too esoteric for me. I know nothing. That didn't give me any buffs, so we're not doing that focus again. Why does it look like she's about to punch me? Is that her hair? Oh, I thought that was her hand. You will like the bills, and you will eat them with your face. High Command votes to replace General Pierre de Villiers. I was not included in that conversation. Formation of the new Axis. How does this mod keep getting more and more schizo? And now the other guy got replaced. Most stable military junta. I don't like your face. You're getting replaced. Bro, can we stop this? High Command votes to replace General Jean-Pierre Bossor. I want to see the map be painted. And I can change the law later on. I just need political power. Since we're also about to get Lafayette in control soon, that seems like the plan. I don't want to touch any of these laws because every single focus tree changes them by some way. Now we become a surveillance state. Sounds safe. A very bright future is ahead of us. What? I clicked a button. I saw Lafayette. It said... Oh, okay, I wanted to read that. That was very anticlimactic. Welcoming Lafayette. Veteran of the European War. The 14th Society. What? That completely skipped out getting a puppet of Belgium. If Britain accepts, they will follow us into any alliance created due to German aggression. Have I messed up some ton of events? Was this supposed to happen this early on? Our fascism is esoteric, rabid, and eclectic form of French nationalism, adopted by Lafayette and his followers. Completing this focus will lock me into this path. I guess that focus is because there's actually no way to use the navy in this mod. That's why we can ally the UK. There's no need for a navy when your main enemy is Russia. I'm gonna save my political power. This needs to go. All adults serve. We don't need that much more manpower. I need more main battle tanks. Ho ho ho, the new order. We become a national socialist dictatorship. Weren't we already? We're a fascist dictatorship. Big difference. No more Judeo-Germanic communists telling us how to live. I'm having a hard time understanding where your schizophrenia is coming from. Maybe Germany changes later on. I don't know. You know what? I shouldn't question it. I will die for Lafayette. We can showcase our French superiority. And then the German backstab. This will cause an undeniable tragedy to befell France. Yeah, I can see that. And the Mussolini wannabe. Of course, that tells me Italy's gonna be incompetent. These aren't really that good focuses. Oh, there's 2 military factories here though. Let's get those military factories and non-existent supervision for that 10 division attack. A handful of traitors who disregard our national interests have recently incited unrest in the streets of Lyon, Marseille and Toulouse, even going so far as to launch despicable assassination attempts against our loyal civil servants. But our government will not stand by in the face of such provocation. And the fire will rise. And since we have 100 war support, abandon the rules of warfare is amazing. 10 division attack. Secure the Spanish alliance. Do I get to skip that if Spain loses? Hopefully that does not mean I'm doing anything wrong, because I've just ignored the left part of the focus, like aligning with Italy and the Germans. Our entire core philosophy is hating the Germans. Those damn Germans wanting to inflict communism on our nation. Even though they are clearly fascists. I need more than 40 stability to do this. But I currently have a modifier that gives me -2 stability every week. An army experience gain 2, that must be able to be removed. Otherwise I'm cooked. With our continued failures along the front line, our troops have begun deserting in... What? What front line? And now we get What? Lafayette, you're doing a horrible job right now. At least we have the German backstab to give us more political power, by giving us more National Socialist support. Or a very democratic thing to end all of these uprisings we can do is enforce social harmony. Oh, it's getting worse. Citizens' duty. Is that another law to change my conscription? Jesus Christ! Outreach in the military. The cracking a rank and file must be patched over, lest France be doomed to internal servitude. That's kind of the plan. This is not gonna be fixed until the time of the Second European War. Oh. It's like I just turned on a light bulb. So that's why we get so many conscription laws. -600,000 manpower. You can't hide it anymore, Fritz. We're doomed. This will raise our attack and breakthrough against the major nations by 1%. Threaten ultranationalists. That's how we get more weekly stability. Now I should do the debt focus. I also get political power, which we desperately need. Restore Charlemagne's capital. Only changes my victory point. That's for when we had taken over Germany. 50% chance we can annex Belgium. What? We can do that? Is that our terrorists? Let's purge some more people. Yada yada yada. New world order. We're all pure. We are the master race. Fuck everyone else. I think I've gotten the point like 10 times already. Set the stage for sabotage. That's ominous. I don't even see what's happening here. I don't even see what's happening when I implant domestic terrorists. Let's just focus on the Swiss first, so I get a bigger border. Oh, we just annexed them. Nice, didn't even have to fight. Oh, there it is. And the right-wing liberalism. We can change the weekly stability modifier. Here's the terrible citizen's duty. -20% factory output. At least it's not bad as the previous one, 30%. I need to threaten them over and over again until they're under 10%. Did my best general just fucking die? And get replaced by Lafayette? I didn't click anything, he just died randomly. Oh nice, the Second European War. But guess what? We're not joining. German authorities have commented on the matter, blaming the Polish People's Republic for provoking the pacification of the barbaric Salvation government. We don't join the war here. We backstab Germany. Let's set the stage for sabotage. I cannot do it. Perfection of authority. Let's join the war. Beat Russia. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And then we backstab the Germans. But aren't we buffing the Germans a lot doing this? Yeah, I think we are wholly unnecessary for this conflict. But I will entertain the idea. Russia fell off so badly. And I can't end the other factions. How do I finish their support? I think I have to wait until the war finishes. I'm bugged again. What are they doing in this tile? They're just enjoying the view. Why are they coming back? Who's coming back here? Lafayette may be schizo insane, but at least he's living up to his name. He has a 5 attack skill. His hatred is too powerful. How strong is Germany? 8 million. The game just fucking crashed. Bro! I deleted all the units of Russia. I'm so close to the ending. Don't fail me now. That makes Germany a lot bigger. And Spain is still engulfed in a civil war. That's kinda funny. No matter how much the world changes, there's one thing you can be sure of. Spain will be in a civil war. The game fucking... Oh no! Oh, the game just kept crashing. I think I fixed it now. What? That's what reloading did. I still have a big issue. Something's not right with my game. Okay, I found the problem. It was either the decision or interface. Which I hope doesn't mess anything up. It was crashing on the same date every time for 30 minutes. Honestly, there's been a lot in this game that has been bugging out. And I also think I'm doing the wrong order in doing the focus tree. I'm locked out of the left half of this focus tree. Oh, and my decisions came back. I'm gonna add some more political power because I think I just reset every decision. At least not my party popularity. Let me do that. And some command power too. What's the command? 50 from this decision, 50 from that. 50 here, I'll just add 200. Villiers is back from the dead. Oh wait, there's a lot more I went back on. And let's set the stage back for Germany. I can do that, even though it costs 10 political power. Okay, maybe I'll have to cheat some command power too. If it takes too long. What's my gain currently? Barely anything. Really? I thought my computer crashed again. You end the war as soon as another war begins? That's too much for my PC. The end times are here. Pact of Steel's victory. And you deleted my front line again, which means that they're all gonna flock to that corner again, aren't they? They sure are. What's up with that? Why? Thank you for playing the Fire Rises. We don't even need to sweeten the decade of humiliation the French nation had to endure at the hands of these psychopaths. This is not Lafayette speaking. A civilized society should be willing to defend itself with violence. And now the world knows. Now I can do the middle focuses. Tensions rise between former pact allies. The fire is rising, baby. Also, yeah, I'm gonna add more command power. Because this might take forever otherwise. I hate how it's abbreviated CP. Oh man, I need more CP. YouTube, don't transcript this. Let's implant domestic terrorists. Whatever that means. I think this might be necessary to declare war on Germany and Italy. So I'm just gonna do it beforehand. And then we'll play normally. We had a decision to declare on Spain this entire time. I definitely did something in the wrong order. That stability just prevents you from doing focuses. Kingdom of Spain, 1%! This mod is really eager to rage bait me today. Let's declare on Cyprus. The fate of Portugal. 50% we gain an annex war goal, or 50% they become a puppet. Did they become a puppet? I didn't really see a finish to that. They become a puppet. Oh nice, we already had half of Cyprus. This game really doesn't want you to do naval invasions, so it's all the more confusing on why this is still alive in Spain. A perfect opportunity to lay the groundwork for our friendship. Yeah, friendship. Let's call them unfit to rule. And we get claims on them for free. Perfect. Is that killing off their entire party? Let's turn this world upside down. I thought you had to make the 14th society while you had max balance of power. Only then would you switch to Lafayette. Doing Lafayette early on gave me that huge stability debuff, locking me out of the middle focus tree. So now I'm doing everything out of order. Operation Lothair, Louis, Charles, declare readiness for war, and add 5 land forts in Luxembourg. That's against Germany. This is some deep-rooted hatred. Every single focus is about killing them. And I'm literally ending everyone. There's no one left after this. I have no chief of navy, no chief of air force, barely a military high command, barely any chief of army, no government. Everything's vacant, and because they're all dead. Oh yeah guys, only the purest can survive. And there's only one pure guy. The opposition of Lafayette has been purged. It has. Is it bugged again? the game might think that we haven't fired off the Second European War, and that's why we can't do the focus yet. Getting this new order is really complicated. Yeah, there's more people randomly dying. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. It was as I expected. Now we can do perfection of authority. We can also declare on Turkey. This decision I've picked every other now and then has just been fucking over me entirely. Why have I ended the generals again? Why does this decision keep popping up? I kept thinking I had to do this to end my opposition. So that's why all of my generals died. I really don't think that's supposed to show up every now and again. Oh yeah, forgot this is the Second European War. 100 army experience! Form Child Patriots Brigades? What? Let's just declare on Germany now. The Frankish National State, the War of Frankish Unification. And I get 2 pop-ups. This is not supposed to happen! We can damage their infrastructure and their stability too. So that's what the terrorists are gonna do. Well, that'll make up for some of the terrible modifiers I've gotten. Let's see if this is enough. It is not enough. And they're oh, look at the mass bombings. Jesus Christ. Oh god! What the hell? What's the manpower difference even? 4 times mine. It's just going to be a war of attrition. I had no idea we were getting into this hard of a war. Also, child patriots. Yeah, no, you guys are staying in the capital. You can have a fun time. Yeah, just stay there. And now we're incorporating the elderly. Patriotism has no age limit. Tell that to the judge. This is a horrible experience. And that's also, of course, not including my terrible modifiers. Like, I still have a minus 30% division attack nerf. And then I also have competent cohort, which is another minus 10% to everything. Let's see if my infantry can put a stop to them. It's the Maginot all over again. At least they have aerial superiority, so once they get to mainland France I can defend pretty well. I got some nukes, but nothing I can attack Germany with. I mean, I am at war with Russia, because Germany got all of it. You really should have an option to nuke Germany, I feel like. What if I try to nuke them with the UK? Yeah, I need to take out the UK so I can buy resources. They're blocking all my convoys. They're sneaking in. I was planning a naval invasion, but it is my home territory with air support. So we just have to finish the naval invasion quickly. Can't we just cut them too? They're out of supply. Yeah, cut them off. Don't let them get here. Don't let those swines get in here. Let's see our control ratio. Let's immediately activate them to attack the UK. 42, 45... Hello, 57. There we go. Now we can attack the UK. And we're holding on at least. Germany's not completely killing us yet. The UK's not even defending their island. Why did I prepare so many divisions here? I sent 36 tank divisions. For nothing. I saw them send in more divisions. Bit too late. Look how easy the UK is. If I sent my main guard to take out this pocket, would that work? This pocket is way too dangerous. Letting this live for too long would be a disaster. We're getting kicked out of Italy eventually. So I want to establish a defensive line. That's it. Get out. Now we can put them back. Or should I put them back? Or maybe we can try cutting off Belgium. Let's try it. I gotta pull up my entire air force there first, just in case. And that worked out pretty fine. Why was Germany so strong in the beginning? Now they're a laughingstock. It can't be because of like 10% breakthrough. Or no, it's like... yeah, it's like 30% breakthrough. Are you telling me if I didn't kill my entire government, I would be much stronger now? And just steamroll Germany? Yeah, bro, look at this encirclement. Have you seen something more beautiful? Let's get another encirclement. It just happened. Okay. Okay. Could he have ran out of oil? Perhaps? Let's tell Lafayette to just head straight for Berlin. Yeah, do you see this? I feel so stupid thinking this was gonna be hard. It was kind of hard in the beginning though. Germany held on. Is it just Germany? And Italy. Italy's a major? You kidding me? He's a major disappointment. Why are we going so hard into Denmark? Specifically? They had... oh, that's 30 divisions. Okay, I see. Don't mind me, I'm just stupid. I didn't see your game. Goodbye, Germany. Wait, by doing this I don't even get it. No, he's alone now, isn't he? No? Is it fucking bugged again? Okay, so I have the Lebensraum, but there's no ending, there's no focus. Do I have to annex Italy? I still have the Second European War here. I'll just nuke Leningrad for fun.